Hey guys, it's me again. In this video, I'm going to focus on collecting research. Some of you might be experts at collecting research, and that's great. But if you're a little confused, hopefully I can help you out. These are my methods and how I use the web and Google Docs to help me collect my research. So let me show you how to do it. So the very first thing I do is I open up a new doc. And I just make a blank one. It doesn't matter. If you want to choose a template to make it look nice, that's fine. I'm just going to pick blank. I'm going to title it Collected Research. You can title it like your God research, like mine might be Athena research or whatever. So this is what I do for collected research. Remember, plagiarism, we cannot steal other people's words. We can't copy their work and pass it off as our own. But this is research. We're just collecting research as of right now. So I literally Googled like Athena, and this was the first page right after Wikipedia. I want you guys to avoid Wikipedia, and we'll talk about it in class about the importance of Wikipedia and how to appropriately use Wikipedia. But for the meantime, I want you to avoid Wikipedia. So I come here and I find all this information about Athena. She's the goddess of wisdom, war, and crafts. She's the favorite daughter of Zeus. She's considered the wisest, most courageous, and most resourceful. So I think a lot of this is really important information. Now there's two ways to go about this. The way I suggest is to read this, goddess of wisdom, war, and crafts, and favorite daughter of Zeus. Athena was perhaps the wisest, most courageous, and certainly the most resourceful of Olympian gods. So I would just copy this information because I feel it's really important introduction to who she is. I'm going to paste it. This cannot be on your final turned in research paper because this is plagiarism. But this is just for you. This is for you to look back on and see what was the most important information you can come across. The most important step when you copy and paste like this is you're going to copy the link in which you got that information. And I'm going to put it right below it. That way I know this is the site that I will be using as my citation, and I can come back and use that information appropriately. So I'm going to come through here. Zeus was told his son would take his throne from him, just as he'd taken his power from Cronus. I'm not really going to worry about that. I'm just going to copy this part here. I'm going to put this above that link because this is still from the same website. Okay? Accordingly, when Metis was pregnant, he swallowed her, and Athena was born. Athena was born from Zeus's head, wearing armor and fully grown. I think that's good research information. So I might just drop that down in another thing. Let's see. She's known for not indulging in illicit relationships with other divinities, demigods, or mortals, and perhaps reference more patriotic, defensive, strategic warfare rather than attacking warfare in conflict with her brother. Okay, so that's all pretty good information. So I'm going to paste that down there below as well. So I've collected some research. This is just from one website. Remember, you need 5 sources, and at least 3 of them need to be from websites. So I'm going to go right back to Google. Let's see what else we got in here. This is ancient.eu, which EU just means Europe, but the website checked out to be pretty, it looked like it was pretty informative and accurate. Britannica is a great website to go to. I'm going to go here. And Athena. Okay, alright, sure. I turn my ad blocker on a lot. Anyways, Athena, also spelled Athene, Greek religion, city protectress, goddess of war, handicraft, and practical reason, identified with Romans with Minerva. Remember, one of your questions is, what is their Roman name? Hers is Minerva. So, all of this information came from one website, so we do not want to put this information underneath that. So we're going to hit enter a couple times, paste out this information. Very important step, copy that link. Make sure that you document every location from where you get your links from. Okay? Let's see. She was essentially respects of Artemis, goddess of outdoors. Pre-Hellenic goddess was taken over Greeks. what other information I want? Daughter of Zeus, we got that. There's an alternative story that Zeus swallowed Metis, the goddess of counsel, while she was pregnant with Athena. That might be interesting to talk about because we talked about how Metis was gave birth to her. Well, kind of was pregnant, and then he emerged from her head. But we can copy this and paste it here under our information. Let's see. As a war goddess, Athena could not be dominated by other goddesses such as Aphrodite, and as a palace goddess, she could not be violated. This might be important because remember I asked you what rank of god are they? She is definitely above Aphrodite, so I'm going to paste that in there as well. So do you see how I'm going through and I'm just collecting information about the gods, and I'm literally just copying and pasting it. Like I said, this is considered plagiarism if you try to pass it off as your own. But since it's research, you're simply just creating a resource page for you to go back to so you can write your own documentation from. So that's how I would collect research. Always make sure to involve the link. Do not forget the link because you will need to cite it or else you will be plagiarizing. Okay? So that's a simple, quick way to talk about how I collect research and where I put that information. You need to make sure that you are regurgitating these words into your own thoughts, into your own knowledge, and putting them on your research paper. Okay? So go ahead, get researching, collect as much information as you can about your god or goddess, and get that written down.